do this pinwheel, which is the Clockwise Pinwheel. So what I want to start off with first, what I want to start off with first is doing the together time version, because I think it's a little bit easier. And how I'd like to do it is this. If we come here into underhand as if we are going up and over for the sweeps, instead of going all the way over, turn 90 degrees. And then as the poi come to your shoulder, bring them to the front plane in clockwise and just keep them tight and in together time so that you're doing the together time pinwheel. And then you can come down on the right. So your underhands here, come up, turn halfway to the right, turn and face the front, and then bring the poi around clockwise in the front to back figure 8 at the head. And then come down on the right. Let's make sure you feel the sensation doing the full movement across. And how I want you to express it this time is put your thumbs up and take your thumbs and actually hit your shoulder. Because then you can use that same moment as a cue for what to do differently next time. And when it hits your shoulder, presently, you're turning a full 180 degrees to the side and coming out and overhand, right? Now what I want you to do is, instead of turning the whole way, turn only to the front, and as you get to the front, bring the poi to the front side of your body also to get into the pinwheel. A slight correction, you have the basic motion, but you're doing it sort of like this, where they're both on the right side, so you want to put either one on either side or both over the crown. Let's try this one other thing to help you feel into this a little bit better. Let's go back to the clockwise corkscrew in together time, because we're going to turn this corkscrew, we're going to stand it up, we'll look up, we'll raise the hands up, and then we'll bring it up into this pinwheel. So if you start in together time, not split time, and then you move it up, you start looking up, and then start scooping across your body. So you scoop to the left to get it to stand up, and then bring your hands up above your eyebrows so that you can go front to back, head high. And that's another way to get into the pinwheel. And keep your hands above your eyebrows, and you want to try and have your hands no further than, say, a hand's distance away from your forehead. So if you watch me express the move, you'll see how close my hands really are to my scalp. It's not out here and not down here when it comes to the front. Really high and above the eyebrows and as close as possible. The difference between the corkscrew and the pinwheel is this. If I'm doing the corkscrew, it's going to be some version of this floor ceiling plane. And I would say the pinwheel is much closer to vertical. But it's really just the plane that the poi is on. And it really is subjective, the point where it's a pinwheel versus a corkscrew. I think down here it's obviously a corkscrew, and up here it's obviously a pinwheel. But there's this whole nebulous range in the middle where it's a pin screw, a cork reel. I don't know. Now let's try it a different way. Just like with the corkscrew having the split time version of it, the pinwheel has a split time version of it. So let's try doing this. Put both of your hands on the right, and then what we're going to do is take the left one across, and when it gets to here, so that they're at 180 degrees, you start bringing both of them up into the pinwheel. And what you'll do is you'll go back behind and then back to front. And the left hand will get there first because it crosses first, and then the right one will follow. So you start with both of them on this side. You bring the one hand across and then follow through. So you start here, bring the left one across, right one follows, and you go into the pinwheel. Let's do this one hand. Remind yourself how to do this, front to back. Then put your hand down here on the right. Then bring it across your body and then go back up behind. And that's how you're going to get into it. Start again on the right, bring it across and up and back to front and back to front and back to front. And then down on the right. And we'll do one more time. Bring it across, up and back to front, back to front, back to front, down. Take your right hand. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come up and go back to front. This is the underhand one, so it's probably going to feel a little more awkward. Start again on the right and pull it across and back to front, back to front, back to front, and down, And we'll do it again, pull it across and back to front, back to front, back to front. And then with both poi, you're gonna pull the left one, then the right one, and then you come into the split time. The left crosses first and the right one follows. And remember, when you go up, you go back behind, then the front, and the right hand's gonna be following the left hand through the movement. We're gonna connect some of the movements together. We did earlier this sweep back, come up over the top. Now let's connect it to that pinwheel we just did. So sweep back, and now let's just do a regular sweep over, and then we'll sweep back again. Now this time we'll sweep halfway and come into that together time pinwheel, and then come down on the right. So you rotate another 90 degrees to the right into overhand and sweep back, turning 180. Now turn 90, come into this together time pinwheel again. And then we're going to come down on the right, turning another 90 degrees, coming into overhand on the right, and sweep back, underhand on the left side, sweep up halfway, clockwise pinwheel, together time again. And if you know how to do this extension, go for it, where you bring both of them around and back behind, and both of them around and back behind. And if you don't, that's okay. Keep it small here, and turn to the right and come down and overhand. And now what we're going to do is we're going to sweep back and come up. And this time when we come up, we're going to take the left hand, lead to the front and go into split time, and then come down on the right if you start to lose it, and sweep back, come up halfway, left goes front first, you're in split time, come down on the right. If you practice doing, coming up to the pinwheel, even if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come down, and then gradually get into a place where you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you just keep increasing it rather than trying to keep it up there and connect it to the Chasing the Sun, because that way you are practicing the moves themselves individually and then how the moves fit together in sequence. And then you can also play with the timings associated with it as well and move in between the split time and the together time and the split time and the together time. And then you can also work on these extensions in together time or in split time, and then you can be switching between small and big and small and big, or small and big and small and big.